Hey you guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the remainder of July 2021. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you guys are wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to check the description box below for ways to reach me. If you want to reach me by phone, just make sure you're registered at bill per call. After that, you can request a call back at any time. And if I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. And be sure to check me out on Patreon for the Venus sign readings. I do those monthly, as well as additional content you may enjoy. And then check me out on TikTok. All right, so we have the overall energy as the Magician. We have Justice. We have the Four of Cups. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, the Moon, the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Star. Okay, so overall energy here, I feel like you almost have been manipulated into an agreement or a contract. I feel like there's someone that you do have a soul contract with, but for whatever reason, it just seems like you got tricked into it. Like you didn't know the full story, and now you're a part of it or you're in it or something. You also just may be with someone who's just very, very clever. They do have the gift of manipulation, put it that way, but this manipulation can be used for good or bad. You may be dealing with someone who is some sort of hacker, someone who knows how to hack information. They have very clever ways of doing things. Maybe something about them is very, very mystical, magical. I feel too like maybe someone's also been getting your attention in ways that are very clever. Like they're finding ways to get your attention and so that you'll respond to them, or so that you'll have to have a conversation. Let's say, for instance, at the workplace, they work in a different department than you, but somehow they make it down to your department and they're like, oh yeah, I was told to give this to you from this department. It just seems like someone is just finding some sort of clever ways or finding excuses to come and communicate with you. And maybe this is something that's been ongoing. I feel like you have gotten so used to someone's behavior that you're comfortable with it now. And maybe at first, had you known somebody who had certain type of way off the bat, you probably wouldn't have given them a chance. I kind of hate to say it, but it's almost like it's someone who pretended to look a certain way. Let's say, somebody had been wearing a hat all this time and you never saw this person's hairline, but you got so used to them the minute when they took off their hat, it was like, oh my God, but it's too late. Like, I love this person now. Or the same thing about, a female. Maybe she's been wearing, her makeup and, been contouring her face so much, and then by the time the guy realizes it, he's like, I'm in love with her, doesn't matter. So I kind of feel like something happened where you got so charmed by somebody that now is something is kind of unconditional love, or it's going to at least develop into that. So that's one take on this. I'm also getting the energy of, I'm getting the energy of someone who, again, can be tricky or trick you into sharing a lot of things with them. Like, maybe you thought that you were talking to, you know, a female on the internet who's a friend, or a male, whatever. You just thought you were just having some sort of friendly conversation. You've been pouring out your heart, secrets, things, everything to this person. And then the next thing you know, this person takes off their mask and it's just like, yeah, I'm not really a girl, I'm a guy and I like you, or, you know, vice versa. So yeah, I kind of feel like someone is getting manipulated into your life. They manipulated their way into your life. So be careful with that, because I mean, I'm not getting anything that would end in disgust or anger, but hopefully it's not something super serious. Yeah, hopefully it's nothing super serious, something that you would just absolutely be against. Hopefully the way they're doing this is something that's not too big of a deal, but still at the same time, had you known something up front, you wouldn't have got involved. Now, it also seems like whoever is coming towards you or whoever you're with struggles with a lot of anxiety. You know what, too? I think this is why this person maybe wears a lot of masks or plays like charades with you in a sense, because it's a coping mechanism. But I feel like someone deals with some sort of deep, heavy anxieties. And whoever, like I said, whoever you're with or whoever is coming towards you, I feel like they are gradually trying to deal with emotional traumas or something that they have had to, they were worried about going through. It's like, I don't want to have feelings. Like, I don't want to open up to people. I don't want to trust people because then I'll be hurt. And I feel like this person is trying to open up. They're working their way up to that. They might have a lot of emotional secrets that they've been sitting on, and they're getting ready to share it with you because they feel comfortable enough to. I still say you may need to set boundaries regardless. You can be compassionate with people, but that's not an excuse to be taken advantage of or lied to or used. So still set boundaries with whoever you're dealing with regardless of their situation. But I'm seeing the 9 of Cups here. So something is what you wish for. Something makes you happy. Or this person has the ability to make you very happy, and is one of your hopes and wishes. This is someone that you hoped for or wished for. And it may be coming into fruition. The person of your dreams. The person you've been trying to manifest. Because this also is an energy of manifestation. So this can be you, and maybe there's been something you've been trying to manifest, and it does look like, you know, there is, anytime I see the Justice card, it still indicates some sort of karma, but it doesn't have to be bad. It just means that you're basically getting what you asked for, getting what you deserve, or getting what's coming to you. And I know those all sound like negative connotations. I think that's just because people usually say stuff like that when they're upset. I hope you get what's coming to you, you know, but this can be a good thing. It's like you're going to get what you've been asking for, what you deserve, or what's fair according to your actions, according to universal laws. This is what it is. But I have such positive cards coming out around this. That's why I keep saying I don't think it's going to be something super scary or bad or whatever. I still feel like maybe you need to brace yourself because, you know, both of these are indicating that whatever's going on requires vulnerability. It requires you to feel a lot. You might get triggered and immediately want to put your guards up, feeling like, no, I don't want them to get that close. I don't want them to know that they made me laugh. I don't want them to know that I like them. And you might get triggered and want to immediately push that person away or just like cut yourself off from showing any emotions. But it looks like if you start to do that, it's almost like you immediately recognize what you're doing and you kind of release that energy. Because you are kind of, or somebody's holding back feelings here with the Four of Cups. Somebody is just like, there's been some sort of emotional blockages or something's been unfair. Maybe you've been communicating or expressing how you feel while the other person has not shared how they feel about you. And they could be coming off as very hard to read. It's like, I can't read you. Like, what does that mean? What does that look mean? Or what does that mean when you go silent? What does that mean and it's just been hard, you know, and this person has been putting on all these different personalities to cope or whatever. And I kind of feel like, you know, now this person is gradually getting ready to open up and share. You could be dealing with someone that is Libra, an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, or an Aquarius, or another Gemini. Yeah. Somebody might be forcing you to feel, and maybe you didn't want to feel, but, you know, they're doing it. I'm getting that old song. I think it's called Sin for Love or Sin for Me. It's an old song. But it feels like somebody is like sending for you. They're like, bring them to me, or that someone's like beckoning you to them, or like, come hither type energy. Maybe someone is using some sort of spell work to get you to communicate to them or talk to them. When I say spell work in this situation, I don't feel like someone's trying to harm you. I just feel like they're trying to get your attention or get you to come towards them, or open up with them, or get the truth out of you, or maybe you're doing that. I do get metaphysical stuff going on with this person. They also could be someone who's very good at telepathy. Or like communicating through dreams or something, because it looks like they're sending signals to you or appearing to you in different ways. Matter of fact, I'm getting the energy of someone who is like a shapeshifter. I don't fully understand how shape-shifting works, but what kind of came to me one time is that it's more so like they're able to put their consciousness into an animal, not necessarily become the animal, like morph into an animal, but like put their consciousness into an animal. And then the animal is like walking around and it's almost like a puppet type energy. So I kind of feel like somebody is able to do that. And they might be very skilled at this. Definitely, if you've been talking to somebody on social media, I really don't think they are who you think they are. This person has been playing games. I'm just gonna call it like it is. Yeah, somebody's been playing games. And I do feel like someone owes you an explanation or an apology. And you're gonna get it. Yeah, I feel like someone is actually taking some sort of action towards you, whereas maybe it was just a thought or a desire, and it's like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and reach out to them, speak to them, call them, respond to them. I also feel like Spirit is responding to a prayer. You're going to get an answer or response from the universe. You're also being encouraged to be yourself or open up. Let your guards down if you're the one that's guarded. If you have been vulnerable already and you're like, well, I was already vulnerable, I already opened up, then this is more so about them responding to you. Somebody has been thinking about you a lot. I still feel like someone needs to overcome their anxieties. And they need to build up courage. And when I said somebody's sending for you, I almost feel too like somebody is like sending somebody to like check on you or send a message. Someone's sending a message through a third party instead of directly. They're like, can you tell them this for me, or send this message for me? Oh, the moon, clarified by the moon. Yeah, somebody also may have been pretending to be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or there's something about a fire sign that's heavily involved in your situation. I feel like somebody also has been taking turns using an account. It's a shared account, and both people take turns communicating with you. The only sticky situation is that maybe it's possible that because of that, because a third party got involved, they may have feelings for you too. So it might get a little sticky in that department. But for the most part, I feel like at least one person is really wanting to open up and reveal how they're really feeling for you, or you might get inspired to do this. All right, so hopefully these messages help. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.